you've talked about rebounding problems in the past. Today it was a strength. Well, why so? Why were you, Quinn, just go right down the line?
Yeah, I mean, it's we understand what Kansas was bringing. They got two bigs down low that are relentless at the rim. And it was just looking at each other in practice. Like, at this point in the season, like, there's nothing else to talk about. Like, we just need to bring it. And, we're boxing out. Everyone's boxing out. We're starting to do a lot of more drills and repping it and kind of making more of a focus rather than just, talking about, like, hey, guys, let's rebound. So, I'm so proud of, like, our team. And I think we rebounded the ball great. Came up with a couple crazy offensive rebounds with, like, Ray and me. And like, it's just winning basketball. That's a formula of winning basketball.
Honestly, I just think we wanted it more. Before the game, Coach had told us they didn't even have a shoot-around today, and I'm sitting there like, really, like, you guys are just looking right over us. And, that's, it just kind of, lights up that little chip on your shoulder. Like, they're overlooking us like this. All right, let's go take it from them.
I mean, they said everything pretty much. Like, we have nothing to talk about. It's all effort, energy, and effort. We went out there and did that today. I mean, we could have, just be more consistent. That's the main thing with us is, we know we can do it. We can beat any team in the country. It's just be consistent and bringing it every night.
For all three of you guys, again, can you just, the scene after the game, storming the court, you're surrounded by hundreds of students, just what was that moment like?
It's like, it's such a blessing. Like, I don't always say it's like a blessing to be here. Like, we go on the road, we're going against ranked teams, and we're seeing like 200 people in the stands. And to see like how much support we have here, like, we love West Virginia so much. So like, this is like for the fans, this is for the people, this is for the people that scream at their TV when they watch. Like, I think, the fans deserve it, and I'm just happy that, we're all a part of it and we can get that for them.
It's just all love, like just the love you feel in that moment for your teammates, for, getting there. And then, the fans are all over. It's those moments that make it, the hard days, the early mornings, the 7 a.m. conditionings all seem worth it.
It's a real moment, man. And, it doesn't happen to very many people, especially in the college world. It's hard to win games like that, especially doing it at this level and being, a few steps behind because we had a, crazy off season. I'm just proud of this team, the coaching staff, and just happy we did it at, in West Virginia, in Morgantown.
Pat, coming into this game, are you thinking, hey, I've got to match an All-American? I've got to, do whatever. How did you approach that? Obviously, you jumped up a bunch this season as the season's gone on, but what were you thinking about coming into this game?
Honestly, I don't think about, all of his accolades or anything. I'm watching film, and I'm thinking about his weaknesses. Okay, he's this tall. Okay, he's slow, or he's lazy. I'm not thinking about he's this and that. I'm thinking about how I can go and get a bucket.
You feel you outplayed him tonight?
He did.
All I know is we got the win, and they didn't. So
The win, that's all that matters.
Quinn, there's been some struggles at the end of games, free throw shooting wise. So, how good did it feel to ice it with two? And obviously, it came off the offensive rebound and off the missing. Can you kind of take us through what happened on that offensive rebound?
Yeah, I mean, those are important. I mean, we're shooting 100 free throws a day. I think even the bigger free throws were Kerr's. And, shout out Kerr. He just played an amazing game. Like, some of his passes just weren't getting through the hole. That usually happens. But, that's just the game of basketball. Like, things go up and down. He played great today. And it's just really this is another thing we made a focus on. The Big 12 is brutal, but we're all matched up pretty closely. So it goes down to the rebounding and the free throws at the end of the game, and kind of playing like chess in that manner to win these games. So, yeah, I felt it. I felt it when I left my hand. I felt it a little going off far, and I picked a 50-50. I flipped the coin going left or right, and God was on my side.
RaeQuan, like Quinn was saying, there were so many plays at the end of the game that really kind of made the story. The entire first half, though, kind of probably had to seem like some kind of dream where just everything was falling. But then it's still a tied game at the half. So, you guys have just played this amazing first half offensively, and it's still. Can you just kind of talk about what that first half was like? Did it seem like it was a dream, or what?
Nah, never a dream. This is real. This is real. You playing number 3 Kansas. You got to give it all you got. And they, had the number 1 and 2 leading scorers in the conference. So they scoring as well. It all just comes down to defense and just, being gritty.
Was there any disappointment then that you guys have played so great and it's a tie game still?
No, it's basketball, man. It's what we wanted. It's what we signed up for.
RaeQuan, you got off to a great start, obviously, in your career here, and then had a couple of games that weren't as good as I'm sure as you wanted. Were there specific things you were thinking about, hey, I've got to do this better in order to get back on track? What were your coaches talking to you about? How'd that progress?
Yeah, it's just recognizing it's my 5th year, and with this team, we had a little setback early on, but just being able to trust yourself and trust the team, and just be consistent all the way through, and not dwelling on the bad games that we played. Actually, I don't believe there's anything as such as a bad game. You know what I mean? It's just bouncing back from that loss.
Does a night like this make all you've been through so far this year worth it now?
I think we're really blessed to play basketball. I think you gotta obviously this is like a present for us that we can kind of enjoy, but we're continuing to get better and better and better. Obviously, we had a 3-game stretch of playing top 15 teams in the country, and going 2-1, that was really important for us. And then continuing on this road trip we're about to go on, I feel like we need to get better and better and better. Coming from Iona, I understand what you have to do in the conference tournament to make March Madness, and RaeQuan was at Montana State, and it's the same thing. So, all college basketball is catching fire at the right time.
Everybody said that you guys would get better when Jesse was back.
Yeah, we got Jesse coming back too.
Jesse's coming back.
Pat, some of the stuff that you just mentioned there about Dickinson, like your strengths against his game, I don't know, what did you spy on, what did you take out on the floor that you tried to apply today that turned out for you?
Honestly, that's the game plan going into it. When you're in the game, you're just kind of in the heat of the moment, just taking advantage of the opportunities. I wouldn't say I was really thinking too much, just going and trying to make the most out of what was in front of me.
Quinn, free throws, they're never easy, or, you shoot so many in practice. But that late game moment, and, you could probably feel students getting ready to come and to shoot in that kind of atmosphere, different. What goes to your mind?
Basketball players do weird things to kind of get them in the right mindset. I grew up in Sugar Land. We had a gym there. And I remember as a kid, my dad always told me, shoot like you're winning, like these are national championship free throws. And every time I stepped the free throw line, I swear to God, I picture that same rim in that same gym with the crooked rim, and just kind of put my mind at ease in that and not really think about the whole moment. As a basketball player, sometimes you surprise yourself. Damn, I can't believe, I ice those at the end. You got to find it, kind of trick your mind into thinking ways to get stuff done. So I just kind of look back to 7th grade. These are free throws, same 15 feet away from the rim that, I shot in 5th, 6th grade. So I'm just glad they went in.
Guys, thank you.